Welcome back, and you're very welcome if you're new. So I have a Coffee Monsterz Co haul for you today, and it is my order from June's pre-order. Really excited to get looking at everything, and we'll start with this. So this is an extra large carrying pouch in the colour Soft Bedrock. So it's like a dark charcoal grey. On the outside there is these smaller pockets. The inner lining of the pockets are a softer grey. It's I don't know how to describe the material, but it feels like it's wipeable, if you know what I mean, if you spilled something. Not that I'm going to test that theory. There's 3 longer pockets that are ruler length, like that, and ruler width. You can put rulers in or pens or anything like that. Then on the other side, there is a larger pocket that is zip closure. So if you wanted extra stickers, and again it has the silvery grey lining, and the hardware is white like the emoji heads with the exception of the zip, which is silver. And then the main part, there are 2 zips, is here, and inside it you have this protective part here. You can see it helps with the expansion if it's really full, and then there's a section in here, the main section here, and then 2 smaller pockets. So there's plenty of room, and that is my Hemlock and Oak journal inside it. You can see lots of room. And then I'll put in here, this is an A5 mini journal from Hub and a Chub Girl that I use for washi swatches. And then I can fit in my whole order here, then I'll be able to zip this up still. So there's lots of room. One thing, I did think it came with a strap, but mine didn't, so it mustn't. I have other straps that I can attach to it, but I did think it came with one. But anyway, there's a little hoop section on each side that you could put like a lobster claw through to have a strap, to have it as a bag. Anyway, really glad I got that. Gorgeous. Right, now for the rest of my order. Right, so this is the freebie. So it's Sweet O'Clock, a little package return, which I am terrible at, a receipt, and a patience sticker. And then this is the journaling card, and that was the journaling card back in June. I actually have this framed and on my wall, but I'll be able to use this in my journal or in my planner somewhere. What was it called? Tabletop Treasures collection back at her anniversary. Then I got some stamps for the very first time. I don't have any of her stamps, and I don't have a stamping block either, so it'll be fun trying to show you how to use these today. I will try, but I'll have to order a stamping block to put them on, because they are that style where you peel them off, put them on a stamping block and then stamp them. And I got stamps volume 8, which is letters, so A to Z, and then a couple of little extra emojis peeking around the side and peeking over the top of something. And then I got stamp volume 9. I think next year, if I'm in a reading phase, I might actually start putting the reviews rating into my book, and I could do it for films I watch as well. At the minute I do it in Goodreads, but I thought it would be fun to have this, and because it's a stamp I can use it over and over and over again. I have this little thing that has like book corner edges in it, and I'm wondering if I just stuck it to that, I could press down. It'll do. We'll try the alphabet. Oh, that's like a little book. And then let's do A. Do you put it that way? I don't know what I'm doing. I have never owned stamps like these. All the stamps that I own are already on a block. I think this is going to look like the letter E, but anyway. I have this archival ink in black. I'll stamp on the back of this because I'm just going to be gluing into a book, so it won't matter. And we'll see what it looks like. cool. And I've totally made that look like an E, not an A. Oh, it's because it is an E. I thought I had lifted A. I was so confused. Ah, dear. Excellent review, Ruth. Excellent. Right, let's take a look at the washi. And we'll start with this one. This one is called Spring Bookshelf. And it's part of now a new collection. So I also have Spooky Bookshelf, which came out last year and is one of my favourites. And then Classic Bookshelf. And this is another favourite. So this then is Spring Bookshelf, and it's a 1-inch as well, like the others. Isn't that gorgeous? I really want to use this. I might just use it in my journal, even though it's autumn. It's so gorgeous. It has the little alarm clock, and it has a book that says TCMC and stars and flowers, florals in there, they're little tulips. Gorgeous. There's a little bunny. All the little accents are gold. And the background's pale yellow. Okay, so that's our first one. The second one is Travel Time 2.0. I have the first version of this, and I actually think I have 2 or 3 of them. Because I just loved it so much and wanted to be able to use it for travelling. Even though I rarely travel, I really need to make a goal next year of actually going places and not just staying in my house. But anyway, that's a whole other rant. But she released a 2.0 of it, and even though it is the same, just a different background, I couldn't help it. So there is the original Travel Time. I can't believe that was back in 2021 I got that. That's crazy. But it has a purple and white graph background and purple metallics. And then this is the new one that has a blue and white stripy background. And it's got silver metallics. Is it blue? No, it's silver. Anyway, right, the next one is Emojis in British Columbia, and it's a 1-inch. And I didn't really get it with travel in mind. I mean, you never know, I might go there. I just got it because it's a gorgeous scenery. I love all the mountain scenery washi that she's released in the past. And wanted this, and love the fact that it's 1-inch as well, and it's got silvery, oh no, that is blue. This one's got blue metallics. So the colours are very vibrant, and it's got so much detail. There's like this little emoji way in the background over at the other side of the water, and there's 2 emojis in a boat. And you could just sit and spot details. It's really a little bear peeking over a hedge. It's really beautiful, and like I said, I just love a good scenery style washi. Okay, then next we have Crafty Crafters washi tape. This is a new one, and it features one of my favourite little emojis. Can you see there? The little emoji with the scissors, full of intent. It's so cute. It's a pale pink background, and it has little silver metallics, hee written above the my little favourite one. For those little days when you're just feeling crafty. Look at that little one with a glue gun. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, next we have this one. This is called Gym Goer. And I have another fitness one called Fitness Fun here. And it's a pale blue background. This one's purple. And I think it is the same, even though it hasn't been called Fitness Fun 2.0. Yeah, it looks like it. Just lots of different colouring. So if you missed out on that one back in 2022, this is one that you'll want to jump to get if there's overstocks. That's gorgeous. I love that colour in the background, the purple, with the silver metallics. It's great for days where you're having a little fitness day, or eventually when I get myself an exercise bike or something, I'll be able to use it for that. Or just use it because you want to. Who says you have to use it on days you're exercising? It's too gorgeous not to use. Anyway, right, next one is another little series that she has, and I'm still salty that I missed out on the winter version. Hopefully she'll do a 2.0 of it at some point. It's an autumnal neighbourhood, a spooky neighbourhood, and it's absolutely gorgeous. The silver and the blacks, and now I'm adding this to my collection. But I missed out on the winter neighbourhood, so hopefully she'll release that again. It was from an advent calendar ages ago that I wasn't able to get. But anyway, and then hopefully she'll do summer and spring and other little ones. But yeah, let's look at an autumnal neighbourhood. That is gorgeous. I love the fact that the sky is white. It really makes all the browns and oranges and greens pop. It is so adorable. It doesn't have any metallics, but it doesn't need it. Okay, then next we have Down Days 2.0. So it's a dark grey ombre from the darkest to the lightest. And it has anxiety and overthinking and just lying down and all different ways of feeling down. There's another one, broken hearted, lots going through its head. Low battery, stuff like that. Then I have a really cute one called Mail is Here. So Happy Mail. And I don't know if it's coming across on camera, but the background is like a crinkly brown paper that you would get a package in. It's really gorgeous. And then we have the emoji celebrating the Happy Mail, hugging the Happy Mail, the postman bringing it, an envelope and a stamp, and then it repeats. It's really gorgeous. And then I have a 10mm one, and it's called Emotional Rain. And that is because it is lots of little raindrops showing various little emotions, from happy and laughing to sad there. And that little one's got its back to us and you can see the butt. That's so cute. And it's just on a plain white background. Lots of different shades of blue. Great little space filler. And then last but not least is At the Cafe. And this, I have no other type of washi like this. It's a die cut washi and it's 18mm. So instead of trying to describe it, I will just open it and show it to you. But as you can see, it is die cut out around the emojis. Isn't that really cute? On a plain white background, and then it has a little At the Cafe scene. So we have the emoji with her latte, an emoji sitting typing, and it's got a pen in its hand, a little emoji pretending to read but having a nosy all around it. This little emoji with a fountain pen in one hand and it looks like a tea in the other. That's very happy. These little friends having a good laugh, and then the little barista. So I'm so happy with that. I've added some really good ones to my collection. Love them all. Some I will get more use than others, but I'll definitely use them all at some point. Really gorgeous. And I hope you enjoyed that little haul. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.